So, Braeden, just starting off, talk about how fall camp has been. You didn't get to play in spring, so how does it feel to be back on the field?
And it feels great just to be back with my guys, a new group of guys. The way Frost, has everybody working together and bringing everybody together. I love what he's doing.
Experience guy on the team now. What would you say separates you and as a leader coming into the depth chart?
Really just showing these guys like what hard work is and what it takes to play at this level. Really just trying to you know give those young guys some tools that that can help them have success in college football.
Coach Frost said he was excited to see you back on the field. He didn't get to see you during spring. What confidence does that instill in you?
Definitely a blessing for sure. Coach Frost, I'm thankful for him just to even consider me as like a leader in that way. I got to take that role, take advantage of that role, and like I said, just use it for the younger guys.
And then, over just speaking league-wise, what separates you as a defensive back compared to other corners in the league?
I feel like I can play every defensive backfield position, from corner, nickel, and safety. Just flow around the defense. I like to wherever the defense needs me, I feel like I can play.
Obviously, you saw game time last week. Do you feel like you have anything to prove this season going into it?
I got a lot to prove. Just the way things happened last year, getting cut out, mid-season. Just playing this season fully healthy, all games, and that's the biggest goal for me.
Last season, leave a bad taste in your mouth?
Yeah, it was. I don't even like getting into that, man, but it definitely did, for sure.
And talking about that adjustment period now, that change. Talk about how you're fitting into Coach Grinch's system.
I mess with it. I like it a lot. Coach Grinch, he coaches us hard. He's with the safeties. He's passionate too, so he's gonna make sure we're ready to play for sure.
What about Coach Harris?
Coach Harris, great guy. Knows ball, played ball at the highest level. Guys like that, you got to take wisdom from for sure.
What have you learned from him?
Basically, how to play defensive back, and not in the slot, but everywhere, because he's with the corners and he played in the slot too, so he knows the game.
I want to touch up on, you said last season left a bad taste in your mouth. Obviously, through the transfer portal, lots of changes happened, brand new coaching staff. What about UCF made you want to stay?
I'm home. Nothing like being home, playing at this level of football. And Coach Frost coming back, being from here, I know what he's done with this program, so we're just ready to get back on that roll again.
Talk about Coach Frost. Did you have any conversations about staying, and what about that culture kept you?
Like I said, not just it's people from around the area. Like if you were in this area around 2017, that time UCF was booming, and that was a great feeling, not just for UCF but for the whole city of Orlando, and that's what I want to get back to.
How refreshing is it to, you mentioned like last year leaving a bad taste in your mouth, how refreshing is it to have so much newness around the program, and how does your role change as someone who's kind of carrying over from Gus Malzahn and from last year's team to kind of establish what UCF?
It's like night and day. It's the fresh start for everybody. So everybody gets to take a deep breath and really lock in on what they got to do. And I feel like if we do that, we're going to be a hard team to beat.
How do you set expectations or like set the standard that you guys want to play at with so many new faces and so much newness around the program?
You just got to buy into what the coach is saying. Coach Frost, he's been at this level before. He's won at this level. You got to buy into what he's saying, and we all got to listen to him.
Do you guys have to get a chance to take some ownership over what that standard is, being the first team under this era of Scott Frost?
Yeah, for sure. You have to. He's laying the foundation. So yeah.
What would you say last season taught you that you're going to take into this season?
Taught me a lot. Really taught me, there's going to be a lot of ups and downs through the season, but it's how you keep pushing. And so how you keep moving forward, that's going to dictate who you really are.
I spoke to a lot of other defensive players. They said the culture, the energy is different this season. You're having players on offense and defense talk to each other. The brotherhood feels tighter. Do you feel that?
I feel that for sure. But Frost done a great job with that. And as a team, that's what you need. And to win, you need everybody on board. So he's doing a great job with that.
Obviously, one of the biggest questions of the offseason for this team is the quarterback battle. Who has impressed you? What have you seen from the quarterback group?
I think they've all been good. I think they are all great quarterbacks, and we're gonna see, what happens. But I think they're all great quarterbacks, and I think they all can, advantage us to win the games this season.
And I want to talk about you as a player now. Talk about your biggest strength heading into the season.
Biggest strength? I'll probably say
No way. Last thing of the day. You got a package.
biggest strength. Look, one thing about me, I'm a very humble dude. I like to keep it low, but I feel like I got a lot of work on too still now. But biggest strength that I'm trying to grow on being is a leader, and I keep doing that. I feel like we defensive back-wise would be good.
What about your on-field skill sets you apart? Is there anything on the field that you take pride in?
Just being able to read the game. The game definitely slowed down, maturity-wise, just being able to play a lot. So just able to read the game, read what's going on. That's probably the biggest thing.
And on the field, what are you looking to improve on as well?
Man-to-man coverage for sure. Like I said, being another leader, playing better in the slot, and being a better leader for my brothers.
Obviously, the D-line group has a lot of returners, and they're being viewed as a strong part of the defense. You feel like you guys deserve some credit too. Do you guys take pride in being an anchor as well?
For sure. I mean, can't do nothing about a D-line. A D-line, they get us going, so it's all complementary. So we all work together. We all gonna make plays together.
And what about your guys' credit for the defensive back group? Why do you feel like this group is being overlooked a little?
For sure. I mean, they got us picked last to be in the Big 12, so I know everybody's hungry. Not just defensive backs, but the whole team.
What about your personal goal? What do you have in store for yourself this season?
Really, just be the best player I can be for my teammates, and we'll take care of it.
And what about the team goal? Have you guys spoken about a group goal that you have?
Definitely that Big 12 championship. You can't talk the playoffs until you get to that Big 12 championship, so that's the biggest thing for sure.
Let's go end it off. I mean, how excited are you for the season?
I'm super excited, man. Just to get back, just playing the game I love. Last year didn't end the way I wanted to, but I'm glad to be back.
Excited to see the fans back in the bounce house.
I'm excited.
The energy excites you?
Yeah, I'm excited, very excited. Thank you.
So, I mean, just getting started off, man. I mean, how has fall camp progressed for you? How's it been?
Great, man. In the spring, I kind of took off in the spring early. So fall camp, the offense they kind of got a grasp of me. So it's been a slow start, but I'll get there.
How have you evaluated your performance?
Great. I feel like I'm performing good. It's always little tweaks and bugs you can work on as a football player. Nobody's perfect. So I do have that tweak and bug that I got to fix before the first game. Yeah.
What did you say about the tweak and bug?
What is it?
So what did you say about that?
I got to get that fixed for the first game, for sure.
Absolutely. And then I just want to talk about, you mentioned the offense caught up to you a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, you started off spring very strong, ball hawk, hitting hard. It's about your game and how you're trying to carry that over into the season.
Preparation. I feel like I kind of got a feel of what's going on, mainly because our offense gives us every picture, every formation we could think of. It's not just one thing. So I feel like that kind of helps the defense in the back end of what we might see during the season. So yeah.
I mean, I just want to ask you, conference-wide, I mean, what do you think separates you as a safety compared to others in the conference?
I'm instinctive. I'm a ball hawk, range. I make plays, tons of plays. Great tackler. Yeah.
You feel like you have anything to prove this season?
Definitely, I have a lot to prove. Actions speak louder than words for me. So yeah, I just can't wait to show what I got.
And how have you adjusted to Coach Grinch's defense? He's an intense coach. How have you been working out with that?
Coaches like that are truly a blessing. That can't get taken for granted. So the adjustment and the process, I had to fall in love with that, and I feel like it's kind of been fun for me.
And talk about Coach Frost as well. Obviously, a lot mentioned about Coach Frost coming into UCF. Coach, what's your relationship built with him since the spring?
Good. I mean, since the first meeting, the first interaction, he's been very down to earth. I could have told him anything off the first interaction. I could go to him about anything. I wouldn't have to think twice. Great coach, great guy. I know the expectations are very high for him, like I've been stating, but yeah, can't wait to get to work.
You mentioned Coach, talk about the history. Do you know about the history of him going undefeated with UCF when he came? Did that play an impact in the decision, knowing the history he has here?
Actually, I didn't know. I found out when I got here, and it was nice to know, actually. And and mainly because I can carry that chip. Well, we can carry that chip on our shoulder coming into the season, and hopefully we could do it again.
What about Coach Frost made you help your decision in picking UCF?
He's very he's very serious about the recruiting process. He pours into all of us. He lets you know he wants you to be here. You're gonna know if you want it, if you want it here. Yeah.
Compared to speaking with other defensive players, you say Coach Frost has done a great job of uniting the offense and the defense and creating a true brotherhood. Would you say you've experienced that?
Definitely, and that comes with practice. Competing with these guys every day, it's fun. Yeah.
What else made you say UCF is the place for me?
Just being a local kid from South Florida, coming from FAU, I didn't really want to go too far again, and I feel like this is another great opportunity for me to take advantage of.
So that gives you a chip almost going
Definitely.
playing, staying in your state and wanting to win at home.
Yes, sir, definitely.
I want to ask you about your thoughts on the biggest question of the offseason, the quarterback battle.
Yes, sir.
Probably been asked a ton. What about the guys that have impressed you?
Everything, man. To be on the team with 3 great quarterbacks, I feel like we're truly blessed and honored to have that team. Those are 3 great field generals back there. They patrol that offense very well, and yeah, man, I can't wait to see who they pick because I love all of them.
Coach Frost also said he would feel comfortable and confident going into the season with any of those 3 guys
Facts.
starting. Would you say you feel that same way?
Any one of them, man. I feel like we could win every game with any one of them. Like I said, they're all great QBs, great field generals. Can't ask for more out of them.
Now, talking about your room now, who you built good relationships with?
Every guy in there, and I feel like that's mandatory coming from an older guy. I have to have that relationship with every guy in that room because if I go down tomorrow, who can play the position? That's how I think about it, and I have to carry that on my shoulder as well.
Who's impressed you the most throughout spring camp? Fall and spring.
Yes, sir. In the spring, we kind of had some guys that was coming back from injury, so I couldn't really judge on that. So 6 days in the fall, I like B-March to my left right here, man. Ajax, Antonio Jackson, Antoine Jackson, Kelly Lawson, the whole back end, Jacob Gould, Christian Peterson, DJ Bell, just every guy on, really, Freak, Najee Kelly, Horace right here to my right, just every guy around me, man.
What about some of the younger guys in your group? Who's impressed you so far?
Tony Williams, Jacob Gould. Those are 2 young guys that play the safety position, and they impressed me well so far.
There's been a lot of talk about the defensive line having the most returners and being strong. What have you seen from those guys up front?
A lot, man. They could really help us get a lot of interceptions and takeaways on the back end. They could get a lot themselves, strip sacks. So yeah, man, those are a great group of guys down there in the trenches, and they ready to work too.
Do you guys feel overlooked this season as a unit, as a whole team?
Overlooked, underlooked. I'm gonna say underlooked because they're not really expecting much from us. They probably expecting the same from last year. With Coach Frost being here again, like I said, the expectations are very high. We got to carry that chip on our shoulder. So yeah.
What goals does that give you leading into the season?
Goals.
Yeah. Start off team goals.
Team. I often say win. I'm gonna start with that one. We gotta win. And I feel like once we approach the first game like that, we take that one, we get that under our belt, and we see how we respond to that. Once we see how we handle that, we can. Yes, sir.
Do you have any personal goals that you want to prove to yourself?
Nah, we ain't gonna speak personal right now.
Keep that for the season?
Yes, sir.
And then I'm just gonna ask, are you excited for the season? Are you ready? Are you ready to go?
Definitely, man. I'm excited, man. We 24 days out, and it's getting closer, man. It's gonna be here, whether you like it or not.
And what do you guys need to work on the most heading into the season that you're sure that you'll be ready on?
Mental errors, beating ourselves. You can kind of see that in practice, but we'll be fine on the offensive defense side of the ball. But I want to say something about special teams. I know that's not really a phase of the game that a lot of people may not take into heat. But we have to if we want to be good. And I feel like once we do that, once we see how serious that is, we'll be a great team.
And when you talk about the fan excitement, are you ready for the bounce house rocking and shaking, going for that first game of the season?
Definitely. I never been in the bounce house. I kind of asked some of the guys that returned from last year how it was like. They said it's good, man. And I can't wait to see for myself. I'm excited.